scared the crap out of me. Oh my gosh, I was like, okay, kids going in the truck.
Struggle's real, bro.
Dude, tigers and lions and bears around here, man. It's that time again.
Morning!
It's that place again.
The Kyle family vlog. Funny story. So yesterday I scheduled 6 gutters to get done, and then all those storms came in, and we only managed to get 3 gutters done before it was like, okay, we're not doing any more. It wasn't supposed to start raining till like 6 or something yesterday, so that was annoying. Today I checked the weather. It was supposed to start raining by 9. It was like a 40% chance by 9 o'clock, and by 10 it was 70%. So I only scheduled the remaining 3. The 3 we didn't get to yesterday. That's all I scheduled for today. I figured we'd get up early and knock them out. They're all done. There's not a cloud. There are a couple clouds over by the mountains, and that's it. It's supposed to be raining right now. It's not raining. We could have done like 3 more. It would have been fine. Haha. So what are we up to now, Nat?
Snacks. And then the last stretch it fills.
We have 13 more pieces of sod to lay. That's really not very many compared to I think we've done about 250 in his backyard. Oh look, Oberto. Original. Delicious new recipe. Original. Delicious new recipe. I don't know what to believe. I feel like I'm being lied to.
That's about as good as on the Colgate stuff they say, great regular flavor. Well, I just had the Heebie Jeebies scared out of me. We're putting in these last few pieces of grass. And in my peripheral, I see a flash of lightning and I hear it go zzz. And then right afterwards is the loudest like clap of thunder I have heard in a long time. Scared the crap out of me. Oh my gosh, I was like, okay, kids going in the truck.
What is this mine eyes behold as we drive away? What is this? Is that the weekend coming up? Oh no, here it comes, here it comes. It's here. The weekend's here. It just got here. Did you see that?
I did.
Are you ready for the weekend? So we got done with fills. There's still a little bit of work, like cleanup work and taking care of the yard that needs to happen over the next couple weeks, and then in 2 weeks we'll go fertilize and stuff, so we'll be back there. There is a small hole, and this is why we didn't show it off. There's a small hole in the sod. We went and picked up sod, and most of their sod was bad. Like they usually get a new shipment in on Fridays, and it didn't show up today. And so I'm not gonna lay dead sod in the hole. So we need like 6 more pieces of sod still, which is annoying, really annoying, but whatever. It was interesting though, because he paid us, but the job went over the estimate. I let him know, I think about a week ago, it's going over the estimate, and we gave him an option. We said that at times when we can, and this was a job where we could, we do what we call a variable discount. We call it a couple different names, but if it doesn't go too much over, we can absorb that and he can just pay the estimate price. And so we gave him the option. You can pay the estimate price, you can pay the full price, you can pay something in between. He paid something in between, and I'm grateful that he paid more than the estimate price. But he gave us a really interesting, tried to guilt trip us for it, which I found very interesting. I don't usually doing this, I usually have to deal with unhappy people, and occasionally it is somebody who's like, well, why did this cost $150 when I thought it was going to cost $20? And we're like, because we have to pay people and pay bills, and why would that just cost $20? You know, that type of stuff happens. This is the first time I've had somebody actually try and guilt trip me, and the thing is I don't feel bad. It was an estimate. He knew that there were chances that something would cost more, or for example, one of the things that we ran into is when we started pulling out all that dirt that was there originally, it's got lots and lots of tree roots through it. We had to deal with that a lot. it really slowed down removing the sod. We didn't know that was going to happen. So there are things you just can't control with an estimate, and there were several things that came in under estimate, and then at least the sod came in over estimate, or was a bit above, because we needed an extra however many square feet of sod. So there were a couple things that's like, oh, I just misestimated, but the majority of it is stuff we couldn't control. We got the work done. We did it for a much cheaper price than most people would have. It's probably a $3,500 job, and we didn't get paid anything near that, especially considering that our per hour rate is much lower than most people. So he got a decent deal there. He paid a lot less than he would have paid for somebody else. And in the end, when we went over estimate, we let him choose whether he wanted to pay the full price or less. So I really don't feel that bad. If you're going to have a contractor give you an estimate, you have to know that their estimate might be off. Generally, we come in under our estimates, but occasionally they're over. However, it was weird to me that he decided to try and guilt trip us after, and he gave us this lecture of, normally I would want to be able to recommend you to my friends, and I just don't think that I can do that now because your estimate might be wrong. And I'm like, okay, well, that is disappointing, since we get a lot of our work comes from word of mouth referrals, but we already have people who are giving us word of mouth referrals, and I guess you can't please everybody. So I'm glad it's done. I understand his frustration. If I get an estimate and then it's more than I wanted to pay, I understand that can be frustrating, but in the end, what it turned out was, I think, far more than fair in his benefit. So I'm not going to feel bad. Ah! What did we just do?
We just bought tickets to CVX Live.
Yeah, we don't have enough money in the computer fund to buy any laptop, but that's soon. We're getting there. But we have bought tickets to CVX Live. Phil paying us, let us fill up that fund and finish that up. So next month we will be up in Utah for CVX Live. I'm so excited. What am I looking at?
Are any of you going? Let us know. We would like to see you.
Yeah, if you're considering going to CVX Live or planning on going, let us know in the comments down below. Tibs so very, very much wants to get to this bottle of Gatorade. He has been trying and trying. He started out on his back, about several inches back. The problem is he actually managed to get it once, and then Dad moved it farther away. Poor baby. He is going to be mobile soon, not necessarily because he's got crawling figured out, just because he so wants to get places now. He keeps finding things he wants to get to and struggling, and he'll wiggle and worm. And quite often eventually get there, but it's very slow. I think he's going to figure out crawling soon here, just because he wants to get places. Go, baby, go. Tell us, Tibs, how goes the struggle?
It's real.
Struggle's real, bro. In today's episode of SylverandZeus bring you today, Sylver wears sandals to go to Walmart because he's tired and doesn't want to put shoes on even though we're in a rainstorm. Since we're at Walmart, we had to take Tiberius to the poor man's aquarium.
Yes.
No charge. Get a look at the fish.
He's looking.
Now, Tiberius, can you tell us what happens when Mom and Dad go shopping while hungry? He just gets piled around with food. Oh dear. Just got home and found out from one of our neighbors that there was a bobcat on the on our porch. It specifically said that it was sighted crawling up one of our banisters out here. So, going to keep an eye on the Hecky dog.
He said it was ours?
No, not ours, one of the neighbors.
Oh, just in the complex.
Yeah.
Oh. Dude, tigers and lions and bears around here, man.
This kid is dead asleep. He's so tired.
We had a lot of fun in Walmart though. I was driving the cart around all crazy, talking to him the whole time, and he was laughing for probably
A good 15 minutes.
Yeah, he was laughing for probably 75% of our trip there, and then all of a sudden on the way home.
Laughing as in like people 7 aisles over could probably hear him. He was having a good time. Remember these paintings? Well, check them out here. Don't just ignore the mess we haven't cleaned up. Check out the paintings here. And voila. Oh, so sexy. Yes, you'll notice this and this space are a little bit bigger and that's a little closer together. We were trying it. I might change that. We'll give it a day or two and let it sink in and I'll see what I think about it. Oh yeah, there we go. I like it. Nat likes it. The cat likes it. The dog likes it. Good job. Well, I think that's it for today. Nat's feeding the baby. I'm about to edit. We're gonna have some dinner and shower and everything. It might still be a late night. But yeah, thank you for watching. I'm proud of you. You made it this far. If you enjoyed, then make sure you hit that subscribe button. That's a thumbs up. You could hit the like button too. And feel free to share this. That's a new one. We've never asked for shares before. If you like this, then hit the subscribe button and share it. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
If you liked it, subscribe. If you liked it, thumbs up. If you liked it, comment.